All right, y'all. Ain't no have Steppin Marcus J is live. We in the building. About to get in and have a fabulous show as we do right here live from the den every single week. Got a great show for y'all. We talking about what's on the television, what's on the news. We got a stupid criminal. We got some numbers for the police and some shootings here in the country from January to date. We've got a round table hosted by your man, Big Rube, and we're going to have a word from our co-host, SY, later in the show. Got a lot to get into, ready to do it for you. Ain't no hashtag Mark Chase right now.
It's about that time. It's about that time to get.
Button your lip, open your ears, strap on your thinking cap. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor and the top sports stories of the week. It's time for Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scored at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant.
If they lying,
Then you must be half stepping.
you know, have Steppin with Marcus J is live, back in the den. We appreciate you being here. Legacy Internet Radio, ain't no half Steppin Marcus J, sponsored by Live Action Captions and Free Spirit Enterprises. We'll have a word from those sponsors as we progress through the night, but want to thank everybody who's already listening to us, checked in. We see the lights on in Chesterfield, Virginia. We see the lights on in Jersey City, New Jersey, in Los Angeles, California, and Atlanta and Chicago. We see y'all already checking in with us. You're listening to the flagship show live right here from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. You want to be down with us tonight, call us at 804-402-2893 to be a part of the discussion tonight. We teased it in the beginning. We got a lot to get into, so we're not going to waste any time. You heard him lead off with me just now. My partner, my brother, my friend, and my occasional co-host. You hear him on the first Monday of every single month, and he is here with me. Y'all know him as Big Rube.
Yo.
I said y'all know him as Big Rube.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
Good to see you, man.
Same here. Same here. Glad to be back in the den.
You doing good, man? It's
Yo,
ugly
man.
ass, ugly ass shirt you got on, by the
I
way.
mean, you know,
It's an ugly shirt.
It's my season.
It's an ugly shirt.
What?
It's an ugly ass shirt you got on.
I mean, it's my job, son.
Yeah,
So, I mean, every once in a while they make me wear the colors.
yeah.
But, you know, it's just my season's kicked in, man, and it's a good thing, but it's also tiring, man. So,
Yeah. You should see
up?
Big Rube. He got the Alderman Davis haircut right now.
I sure do. Strong. Strong. I got it done. I cut it Thursday just so I knew I was going to be outside this weekend
Yeah.
so I can get that tan so it don't be no white spot on top.
He got the Telly Savalas special up in this joint.
Oh, yeah. I need a lollipop up in this piece.
Yeah, man. Who loves you, baby?
Most definitely.
That's what it is, man. You having a good week though so far? I mean, it's only Monday, so unless somebody pissed you off today, I guess it means you're having a good week.
Yeah, no, nobody's got me pissed off today yet, so that's good. But, you know, I hope to make some other people mad a little later in the round table.
Well, knowing you and knowing how you do and knowing the things that you say, it's a good bet that somebody is going to be in their feelings before the end of the night, and it's probably going to be me because you usually get me pretty riled up, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
It kind of is a me problem, but if you will have a problem with our brother Big Rube and you want to tell him so tonight, call us at 804-402-2893. We're looking forward to hearing you guys call in tonight or hit us up in social media as you normally do. So let's not waste any time. We're going to ask what the hell. That's how we're going to start off the show tonight. It's just you and I here at the beginning, Rube. And oftentimes when I say what the hell, you never know what you're going to get. You might get a stupid criminal. You might get a person who just did something and wasn't really paying attention. It came off a little bit weird. You might get someone just completely reassigning their sexuality, if you know what I mean, which we'll talk about that here in a minute. But this one is a little bit different. I wasn't planning on talking about this one until I saw it on the news this morning. This is about a woman. I'm getting this from the Washington Post. It's a mystery woman who threw out a vintage Apple computer. And, the Apple computer was worth $200,000. $200,000. It's a vintage Apple I computer, one of only about 200 first-generation desktop computers built by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ron Wayne back in 1976. And this is a Silicon Valley recycling firm that specializes in computers, lab equipment, test equipment, semiconductors. They think a local woman was unaware that she had this valuable piece of tech history in her possession when she dropped off 2 boxes of old electronics that she gathered while cleaning out her garage back in April. She said, quote, "I want to get rid of this stuff and clean up my garage," end quote. Victor Gitcham, vice president of Clean Bay Area, told the San Jose Mercury News, quote, "I said, do you need a tax receipt?" And she said, "Nope, I don't need anything." All right, he continues to tell the Mercury News that the woman said her husband had died a few months ago, prompting her to clean out the home in hopes of helping her through a hard time. There's something that he'd like to give her, but he had no way of contacting the mystery donor. We are looking for her to give her $100,000 is what he said. The reason why they want to give her $100,000 because that's half the amount the recycling firm received after selling the computer to a private collection. $200,000 sale price rule is actually on the low side for one of the highly collected computers. Last year, a working model was auctioned off. Forget this, you ain't even ready, dude. $750,000 by Bonhams. $905,000 if you include the commission. 2 years ago, another Apple I sold for nearly $675,000. So I think we got enough to get into. The last thing I'll say is Gitcham told the news affiliate that they couldn't believe their eyes. They actually thought it was a fake. It was the first computer that Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak created in their garage, and it was sort of a breakthrough in personal computing. It's not too late for her. If she checks in, she still could walk away with $100,000. Bro, what the hell?
This is like the equivalent of throwing away just your stuff. Don't know what it is. Like back in the day, for those of you who know, you may have that collection or something. And, your moms get a little tired and be like, "You leave this everywhere, I'm going to throw it away." So let's use an example like comic books. Back in the day when some of us were younger, we had comic books. We didn't understand the value of comic books back in the day because they were worth the 35 cents that you paid for. But then, you get them all nice and stuff. You get them in a little plastic bag, and you put them in a box, and your girl decides, this is in the way. You know what? I mean, I understand dude was dead. I get it. But, hey, man, does it not? Oh, this is a computer. Hey, it's call a friend, call somebody. Hey, don't you have male friends? Maybe they might know what it's possibly worth.
Here's what I would say in her defense, though, Ruben. If I go in my closet right now where I live, in my house, I will find a closet that has at least 3 old computers that are no longer usable. I still got them. They're sitting in the closet, and I don't know that I have any interest in getting rid of them. Maybe one day I will, maybe I won't. I don't know, but I can tell you that they're sitting in my closet right now. And so with that being said, you want to change what you said?
Nah, because it's just one of those things where, like, I feel bad that her significant other passed away, and you just want to get rid of the stuff. But it's like there's just some things like you need to check on. I mean, your computer, hey, your friend back ain't worth nothing. Understand? I mean, she ain't really had no no knowledge of this, and I get it. But sometimes you got to ask a couple questions.
Right.
Especially if it looks old.
Right.
And it's probably, in the Apple IIe, it probably has some dust on it. Maybe, just maybe, he kept this for a reason type of deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm with you. I don't know that I'm able to slam. Like when you hear
I'm not slamming it, but I'm just like, dang. I mean, think about it.
$200,000. Dude.
I mean, it's not even about the money. It's just like, yo.
Shit.
Well, okay, partially about the money, but it's like, yo, he kept this joint for a minute. I mean, Marcus,
don't throw my stuff out, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't throw. But then again, if I'm dead, it's nothing that I can do about you throwing my stuff out.
But the missus understands why you keep some of that stuff.
Man, they don't care.
I mean, but dang, sometimes you just got to,
man.
But
they don't care. They don't care. All they try to do is get you throw your stuff out. They call you a hoarder, and they go through your stuff. I mean, the stereotypical wife will go through your shit and throw it out.
Without you asking questions.
This is what happened here. She threw his stuff out. She was like, yo, I need to get rid of these old electronics. She ain't even want a tax receipt, dog. Come on, man. She ain't even want a tax receipt. She just threw it out. Was like, take it.
I mean, hope this is a lesson to all you wives out there. Stop throwing away your husband's stuff.
Yeah.
At least get it checked out. Call somebody. Call your brother.
Appraise it or something.
I mean, call somebody who at least you kind of trust.
I mean, I've given away electronics to Goodwill and places like that in the past.
But you knew they won't.
But I knew, I knew what I was going to get wasn't worth, wasn't that much.
But if that was jewelry she found, she probably would have got that joint appraised.
Well, yeah, because jewelry is kind of a piece of property that is going to hold a value and potentially will go up in value over generations. How many people want to give grandma's necklace to to the girlfriend or whatever. That happens. So I don't know. I give a shout out to our sister Melanie in Chicago. Melanie is checking us out. What's up, Melanie? She listens to us every chance she gets, and we appreciate the sister. She's a truth fighter as well. So thank you for checking us out. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Now, I did mention to you that we were going to get into a stupid criminal. You know what I mean? We have kind of like subtext in our what the hell segments. We'll have what the hell, and then we'll do the stupid criminal what the hell, and then we'll do the fair or foul what the hell. This one here is a stupid criminal what the hell. I need you to take a look at the young sister, right? If you're listening to us on the radio, unless you have superpowers, you can't see the picture. But that's cool. If you go on my Facebook wall, if you know me, go on the Facebook wall. If you go on the Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J Facebook page, you'll see a picture of young Precious D. Berry. She's 19 years old. She is behind bars right now as we speak. I'm getting this one from WTVR, our local CBS affiliate. She's behind bars after allegedly stealing a woman's iPhone. Not so dumb. I mean, it's dumb. You're trying to steal something. Yeah. Here's where it gets really dumb. And attempting to sell it to an undercover officer, it gets dumb. Here's where it gets really, really dumb. At the city jail. Yeah. What? Officers said that Berry tried to sell a stolen iPhone to an undercover detective at the jail who was posing as the victim's boyfriend. Police said that when the victim discovered her smartphone was missing, she called the phone. The woman who answered told her that she would have to cough up $80 if she wanted the device back. That's when the victim called the police. One officer from the 4th precinct posed as the woman's boyfriend, dialed the cell again, and agreed to pay the money to get the phone back. The pair arranged to meet where? At the Richmond City Justice Center. When the plainclothes detective asked Berry if the phone was stolen and she wanted to sell it back, she said yes. That's when she was arrested, and police said she confessed to the scheme. Here's where it gets even dumberer. Said it wrong on purpose. During her arrest, police said Berry was also carrying marijuana. Considering the location of the meet, they only needed to cross the parking lot to the Justice Center intake to complete the arrest. This is what the department posted on its Facebook page. End quote. Ruben.
Come on, man. Do I really need to say it, yo?
Ruben.
I mean, really?
Ruben.
They're just natural selection, man. This is
Ruben.
It's so many things wrong with this.
Ruben.
I mean, first of all, you stole a phone. Okay, I got you. $80? Yo, you can mail that joint to Gazelle for more than that. But I guess she needed her money today. I mean, you can go to Martin's and they got a machine there that will take your phone and give you cash.
Do they really?
They do actually.
I did not know that. All them extra old ass phones I got, I can go and get me one. Word up.
But I mean, it's just like, really, man? You gon' hey, let's meet up at the county jail. The county jail? The county jail, dog.
The county jail, dog.
Of all the places, hey, let's just meet at the police station.
The county
Hey, let's
jail.
meet up in the bars. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, I can't even bring this, to me. It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's just like, hey,
the county jail.
I mean, yo, man, I want some crack. I got you right in front of the precinct. Really? I mean, and then had the nerve to bring drugs on. Had the nerve.
She had, as my main man Stephen A. Smith would say, the weed. That's how he say it, man. He over exaggerates. It man cracks me up every time. Come on, man.
So first of all,
I need to get
you
it.
stole some.
I need to get it, man.
You bring a controlled substance
To jail.
right outside where the cops stay.
To jail.
Yo, really?
Let me recap it. Let me recap it.
Oh.
This is what happened, everybody. Because I'm going to comment.
God.
I'm going to comment. This is what happened. A girl steals an iPhone. She steals the iPhone, and when someone calls and says, "Yo, you got my phone?" "Yeah, I got your phone. Give me $80. You can have it back." "All right, where you want to meet at?" "Let's meet at the jail." She shows up at the jail with weed in her pocket and gets arrested by the undercover cop who just called her posing as the boyfriend. And so before I comment, I am going to have our special guest comment who just walked in the door unannounced, because that's what he do, and I love that he does this. I look across the table. I see Uncle Phil, Dapper Don, but we like to call him around Legacy and their radio, Big Bro Joe. What's up, Big Bro?
Hey, what's going on there, family? Sorry I'm late. I was trying to get here on time, but
When
traffic.
people say sorry I'm late when they come unannounced, that's even better, ain't it? I love it.
I be trying to get here, dude, because I was listening.
He is the pop in.
was listening.
It's crazy. It's like Schneider from One Day at a Time. You never know when he's coming. You know what I mean? It's like or Grady from Sanford and Son. You never know when he's coming.
Bookman.
Or Bookman.
Is he gonna come get something?
You never know.
If anything is food, he was coming.
You know what I'm saying? Or what's the dude? What was Archie Bunker's friend who you always just show up out the blue? Barney Hefner. Barney. He would just knock on the door. But it's good to see you, big bro. Looking dapper as usual. But
Thank you,
you heard us talking about this. You were walking in literally as we were talking about it. This story, by the way, is right here in Richmond. We don't always get a what the hell here in Richmond. This one's right here in Richmond.
Well, we get a lot of them. We just don't talk about them that much.
We just don't get to talk about them. What you think?
This has got to be the dumbest broad on the face of the earth. Not earth.
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 With an F.
Yeah, real talk. Number one, like you said, I not condoning it, but if you're going to be a hustler and you're going to gank somebody for their iPhone,
I'm showing Big Bro Joe a
straight out
picture.
of WC.
Yeah.
I appreciate that she lets you know that she a little crazy because she got a little tattoo right on her.
Oh,
front.
right across her neck.
Yeah, it's
Really?
just like,
Right across
I'll
her
do
neck.
anything for some crack.
At least you know where to chop at when you're going to get her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My God. Here's my thought on it before, I don't want to spend no time on her crazy ass. But here's the thing, man. The problem is people have, this is a situation, this is my opinion, that people are such in dire straits, a combination of dire straits and stupidity. First of all, how do you think that $80 is an okay number for an iPhone? Like, how messed up and how desperate are you to think that you can't get no more than $80?
Because she get mid-grade.
Yeah, she did.
No, that
yeah.
ain't- no, that ain't big.
It wasn't loud enough for her. But but in all seriousness, man, I don't even know how to comment on a story like that. That's so dumb. Where this young girl, she's 19 years old, and if you're gonna be a criminal, don't be a stupid criminal. That's the only thing that I can say.
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, you're stupid for being a criminal, but how you gonna roll up? Seriously though, this is a level of common sense that's not had here. How you rolling up into jail trying to, with stolen property and weed on you, man? Weed
First of
and
all,
stolen property.
Why do you agree to meet at the jail Anyhow.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Meet me on 19th and Hull at the corner where the old Siggles used to be.
Yeah.
And how come you not dictating where to meet at?
Exactly. You gonna tell me where to meet?
Yeah.
No, that's wait a minute. First of all,
I didn't even think
as a
about that.
reformed person who might have done something wrong,
I didn't even think about that part, bro. I didn't even-
I'm gonna set my own terms.
I didn't even think
I mean,
about
I'm
that.
not gonna walk into somebody else's trap, which she did.
That's like going to somebody's house to fight them in their front yard.
Oh yeah, with around their family.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, by yourself?
Yeah.
And you know how Steppin Marcus said. Now, we talked about stupid criminals. This next one is a stupid criminal, but you also have stupid police with this story. I'm getting this one from the rawstory.com, and when I put out this story, I said, you know, people, do you really think that they're not trying to get you? Like, you really think they're not trying to get you? This ain't even a black dude. This one ain't even a black dude. Kentucky police. This is a picture of the white brother. Kentucky police shipped a mentally ill inmate to Florida by a Greyhound bus, and then they charged him with escape. Defying a court order to take a mentally ill inmate to state hospital for observation, Kentucky police chief bought a one-way ticket to Florida for the man, sending him on a 28-hour bus ride only to have the state extradite him back, saying that he escaped. According to the investigation by the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting, Carrollton Police Chief Michael Wilhoit spent $18 of his own money to rid himself of 31-year-old Adam Horan instead of following a judge's order to send him to Eastern State Hospital in Lexington for a thorough psychiatric assessment. There's a lot to this story. I know the story well, so I'll just go ahead and paraphrase. This is a guy, Mr. Horan, who is the criminal. He's already got a history of mental illness. He's already been in and out of mental hospitals. The deputy, Wilhoit, decided that he didn't want the drama of having to deal with him, and so he figured that he would send him away and then call in a tip to say that he was escaped. And that's what happened, and so that they can extradite him back to Kentucky with the thought process of, well, if you can get on a bus and get away, then your ass ain't crazy enough to go to a hospital. That's essentially what his thought process was. It's not. I can't even talk.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
I can't even talk. He obviously had been, as I mentioned previously, confined to hospitals. He was issued a bench warrant. The charge is second-degree escape, which is a felony that's punishable for up to 5 years in prison. According to the warrant, Horan left the jail and the state by bus, quote, with full knowledge that he was under a court order to be transported to Eastern State Hospital, end quote. Here's the problem. He was also under the custody of the Kentucky State Correctional Department. So, Joe, I want you in on this one first. Take your first swing at this one.
I would really like to take a swing at the chief because, I mean, that's got to be some of the stupidest things I've ever heard. If you let him go, first of all, how did he escape you? And he's supposed to be the mentally ill one.
Here's the piece that I didn't add, just so that you can
okay.
finish your point. The chief assigned a deputy to take him to the bus station with the $18 out of the chief's pocket, and they bought him a ticket, and the deputy is the one that put him on the bus
And shipped him on.
and shipped him to Florida.
I'd have got off the bus.
That's what I'm
First of
thinking.
all,
That's the first thing I thought about.
He must be crazy as hell. He got to be crazy as hell because he
28
stayed
hours.
on the damn bus.
28 hours.
I would have gotten lost. You'd have never found me again if I was truly sane. Oh my goodness, wasn't me.
I ain't fooling with y'all. We had a spill on the table. We spilled a cup of pens. But Rube, what you think, man, when you hear the story, man?
I mean, first of all, that dude is crazy because he stayed on the bus. Second of all, he ain't but so smart because he didn't realize he was getting played. And then third of all, what's happening to the police chief?
Budget cuts.
Because he basically set the deputy up to take the fall, so he ain't had to do nothing. But let's be real, man. This dude, I'm not saying police chief is crooked. I'm just saying that maybe, just maybe, somebody needs to go back to sergeant.
How about somebody get fired?
Yeah, I agree. Somebody need to go home
How about somebody
on
get
permanent.
Well, I'm cool with that
leave.
too.
Yeah.
But I didn't figure they'd do that to him because it's Kentucky.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but it's crazy. I mean, a lot
They
of the
might not do
stories,
anything to 'em.
a lot of the stories of police misconduct that we've been talking about over the last few months and years, for that matter, have been black people who have been mistreated by the police departments. This is not one of those cases. I want to try to be fair. If I see a case where there's some impropriety being done, I want to be fair to whoever is, being disrespected here. So that's what that was all about. I just thought it was funny. It's one of those stupid criminal cases, but it's also a stupid or unfair police department case or police chief or whoever or whatever this situation is, and that's crazy. And like you both said, I think I would have got off that damn bus. But mental illness, and is a serious thing. We should respect mental illness, but if he didn't have the mental capacity to know to get his ass off the bus somewhere between Kentucky and Florida,
And he looked crazy.
then I think there's some.
But so what? They put him in a mental institution, and then he get out in good behavior. He say he's all right, and he leave. Is that why the dude got mad?
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I just know that
they
the
put
police
him
officer,
on the bus.
they tried to frame this dude for escape.
They put him on the
They
bus.
paid for it out of their own pocket.
They didn't put no handcuffs on him. They ain't tell the bus driver, hey, look out for him. He'll look,
They put him on the bus so that they can say that he escaped.
Where's his family at, dude?
Well, the fact that it's even coming up now tells me that the Kentucky Investigative Committee has decided that it's something to be investigated, and hopefully, and there's no resolution yet because it's just happened, but hopefully the police chief Wilhite, has some sort of negative consequences up to and including termination and possibly even prosecution, because that's outrageous abuse of power. And it goes on to show you that if you are poor in this country, if you don't have representation in this country, that you can be disrespected. You can be rich and have a whole lot of money and kill two people and walk, unless you try to steal your shit after you get broke. And so, I hope everybody gets the reference I just made. If not, then Google what I just said and you'll know what I talked about. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. The last thing I want to do is I want to talk about Caitlyn. Many of you guys know who Caitlyn is. And for those folks who don't know who Caitlyn is, I'll share with you who Caitlyn is. Caitlyn used to be an Olympian. Caitlyn was one of the most handsome, one of the most popular people ever to be in our country. Caitlyn was on a Wheaties box in the 70s, and now Caitlyn is in Vanity Fair. Who is Caitlyn? Caitlyn is the person formerly known as Bruce Jenner. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because people been inboxing me asking me to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it. So, Joe, because you are giving me the most physical reaction with regards to your body language and your face, I'm going to have you, we don't have to set that one up. We already know who Bruce Jenner is, and now we know who Caitlyn Jenner is. Thoughts?
The first thing I'm going to say, his mama named him Bruce. I'm going to call him Bruce.
Wow, dude.
Period. Oh, damn, Caitlyn. But, why he look... Okay.
Go ahead and say it, Joe. I know you're going to say it. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
Don't say it. I'm going to feel different about
Go ahead
you.
and say
Why
it.
he look better... why he look better than his ex-wife?
No, he doesn't.
You must ain't seen the...
Would
You ain't seen the new pictures?
Yeah, I just,
Nah, Caitlyn...
The cover? You haven't seen the cover of Vanity Fair?
Caitlyn...
If y'all think that's how Bruce Jenner really looked, y'all out y'all damn mind.
Of course it's airbrushed,
Come
but
on,
I'm just
man,
saying,
yeah.
though. What had happened was...
I had to do a double take. I
didn't have to
I
double
could tell
take.
it was Bruce, but I couldn't tell.
Couldn't you tell by the hair implants that he had in the front?
But the face, man, that's like the only thing that I could tell that
You
was
must
him.
ain't seen that other makeup thing where they had them things looking like whatever.
What,
Went
these
from
things?
ugly. No, they have some stuff where you got makeup. Hollywood does wonderful. Look at Chewbacca. A Wookiee look better than Bruce Jenner do right now. Can we pull up
Shout out to Peter Mayhew. Okay.
Yoda? I'll take Yoda over Caitlyn.
Well, see, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. This is what I'll say. Like I saw it earlier today, and I was like, you know what? He do what he do, or she do what she do. It's cool.
Shiminy.
I ain't got to stop it. I have no issues either way. I mean, because that's her. You know,
That's not a her.
got to handle that.
That's a him.
Well, I don't think so anymore, because
Just because they
Bruce
cut
had-
it and split it,
well, they had a surgery, so it is what it is. I mean, you got to
can't have no kid.
Got to.
No ovaries.
There's some women who can't have kids, and they women.
But they got ovaries. They got female,
you don't know
female
he
parts.
don't have any. You don't know that.
Hey, Ruben.
You don't know that.
Ruben.
I don't care enough to know that, but you don't know that.
Ruben.
I'm just letting you know. But my point was,
He got implants for.
I mean, hey,
Did you say shout out to Caitlyn?
really?
Woogie.
That's messed up, man.
Shout out to Caitlyn.
That's messed up.
Here's my thing. Now, here's the part that I wanted to. I mean, we talked about this a while ago, and we talked about the whole Bruce Jenner thing. And I don't think that either of you guys were here, so I want to just kind of get you guys, thoughts, opinions. Here's the deal: Bruce Jenner was a man who decided that he wanted to be a woman, and there were people that were asking, well, is he gay? Is he a lesbian? What's the deal? And so, I mean, I have my thoughts on it. The whole, transgender thing that's going on. I mean, do we have any respectful opinions that we can share? What's your thoughts, man? I mean, we talking about Caitlyn Jenner. We're having a little fun with it with regards to the Vanity Fair picture.
Man.
But the reality is, I want to take a minute and kind of talk about it real quick. I mean, I said on the air a couple of weeks ago what I said. I'll reiterate it after you guys comment.
I mean, whatever makes him happy, man. See, the thing about it is, it has nothing to do with me. So for me to have an opinion, negatively or positive about it, is wrong. I mean, if that's what makes, Bruce, Caitlyn happy, then that's fine with me. I don't have an issue with that, because you do what you do for you. And for anybody to sit here and be like, whatever, and start throwing out Bible verses and stuff like that, I can't roll with you, because everybody's different in some way, and everybody's got something. And Bruce Jenner decided that he wasn't really Bruce Jenner. He wanted to be Caitlyn. That's fine with me. It's not going to change the price of tea in China, and it doesn't affect my life in a positive or negative way. If he's happy, she's happy, then I'm cool. Let it happen.
Big bro,
It ain't my problem.
what you think? What you think about?
I'm going to have to do something I never normally do.
He's agreeing with Ruben.
I'm going to agree with Ruben. But what I am going to do first, I'm going to pour out a little liquor for
Bruce.
the homie gone. son.
Hey, look, no more cognac for him. He's sipping wine now.
Oh, spritzers.
Spritzers and stuff. It's
Yeah, but-
Zimas.
But you know what? I will say this. I mean, like Ruben said, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with me. I could give a flying hoot what Bruce did or Caitlyn does. I can respect the prestige that he had and that he carried in being an athlete, a triathlete in the Olympics, doing what he did back then in the 70s. Like I said, I actually still had a Wheaties box. So it is what it is. I can still respect him, but like I said, the homie gone. I mean, real talk, the homie gone. Yeah, he pulled a little something out for him.
Here's my thing on Bruce Jenner. Hopefully, I don't offend anybody. If I do, then, I offended you. Call me up and tell me I offended you, and we can talk about it. 804-402-2893. I agree with what you guys said, but what I tend to have a problem with is the effemination of men in our world and our country. If you look at fashion, if you look at social media, if you look at all of these things, you see a lot of effemination of men. And it's one thing if we're Bruce Jenner and we're, what's the boy's name? Will Smith's son, who they're showing Jaden, who they're showing all of these pictures, wearing dresses and skirts and all that kind of stuff. Hey, look, man, like y'all said, I don't have no problem with who you want to be. If that's who you want to be, then roll with who you are. But where I have a problem is how it becomes news. Why is it on the news? Why is it a big deal to make sure that we publicize the effemination of men? Like, I got a problem with that. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. You can be a gay man and still be masculine. You know what I mean? You can be a gay female and still be feminine. Like that's just where I have an issue with it. And it's not a situation where you're judging this opinion. There's a difference between judging and opinions. My opinion is, I think a dude should be a dude. Judging is saying, I can't believe you just did that. Why did you do that? There's a difference between the two. I agree that Caitlyn Jenner has every right to do and be whoever he or she wants to be. Like Ruben said, I couldn't care less what you do, but I can have an opinion. And my opinion, as our big bro would say, Big Bro Joe, that's some weird shit, man.
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
There's some weird shit. But at the end of the day, it's not going to affect me. I'm not going to disrespect Caitlyn Jenner if I see her or Bruce or I
probably won't even recognize Caitlyn.
But Melanie is checking in. She agrees with me 10,000%. And I appreciate that, Melanie, because I want to keep it 100 here.
Wow.
Now, here's the question.
Here's
the question that I want to ask to the fellas before we go on to our first break. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago on the show. Melanie, if you're still listening, I want you to chime in on the same place that you're talking to me now. Bruce Jenner is a man who clearly is attracted to women because he's been married 3 times. So on some level, and had children. So on some level, he was attracted to women. But we also know that he's been attracted to men. But he's also decided to transition from male to female. And if you look at the interview that he did on April 24th, he was talking about how he's always wanted to be a woman, even through these transitions, these marriages. And so my question to y'all, and just real quick, just give me a real quick comment. Is he a lesbian now? I don't know.
No.
He's not.
He's probably considered bisexual.
Okay.
If you need to put a term on it, I mean.
Then they would get mad at you for wanting to put a term on it, but I'm having fun.
As long
I'm
as
just having fun right
as
now.
long as we ain't talking about animals and stuff, we good.
Okay.
I mean, I think
I
bisexual.
don't think he's a lesbian.
I think he's
She's a lesbian.
I think she's a lesbian as well. And here's why. As men, we identify sexuality oftentimes with sex. So as a man, your natural instinct is to want to have sex with women. If you're a man and want to have sex with men, that makes you gay, right? If you're a female who wants to have sex with women, that makes you a lesbian. And so it's not about the having sex part with Caitlyn or Bruce Jenner. It's about how he identifies, because he identifies inside his soul as a woman, right? But that's why he's transitioning.
Well, in his soul, yes, but that doesn't mean that sexually he's still not attracted to both sexes.
So what you
yeah,
said,
but he can't poke nobody no more.
well, I mean,
He's the poker or the pokey.
But that then doesn't make him a lesbian. Because then
How many men lesbians are there?
But then he can be poked. So that
I'm just
But
saying.
I'm
Speaking on the total physical part of it, though, I mean, technically, Caitlyn is now a woman.
correct.
Yes.
But if Kate,
yes,
So
yes.
but Bruce
if she
Jenner-
is a,
but
but
Bruce
it's not.
Jenner
It's no
like-
longer Bruce. It's no longer
but
a
Bruce
Jenner.
Jenner like men and women.
But
so
there's
if
no
Caitlyn
longer-
likes men and women, that makes her a bisexual.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Wow.
I agree with that.
That's It must. This is weird.
Melanie said, Melanie, you tapped right onto what Joe just said. She said this sexual stuff is confusing. It is confusing, but we'll take this break, and I'll just say, I'll take the last word on it. I just think that if he has identified in his life as a female and has now transitioned from male to female and is now not only going by in spirit as Caitlyn and has physically made the transition to female, and he wants to be exclusively with females, that to me makes him a lesbian. If he wants to be with women and men, as you said, Ruben, then that makes him bisexual. I get the term transgender, but to me, transgender only counts once it's done. You know what I mean? Like once you're transitioning. Once you've made it to the other side, for lack of a better term, you are now what you were looking to become. You're no longer what you used to be. The term transgender no longer applies. And this is just my opinion, and it could be wrong, probably is, but I don't care. Once you become a chick, then you are as what chicks are. And if you're a chick that likes chicks, you're a lesbian. If you're a chick that likes chicks and dudes, you're bisexual.
So what if he'd have kept it?
If he'd have kept it,
But then that makes him transgender.
No, that makes him.
that makes him a man.
hermaphrodite.
Well, no, you can't have both unless you're born with both. But if he would have kept it, regardless of how he goes around and dresses, you still a dude,
You
dude.
But now he's transitioned.
He's transitioning. Ain't no how Steppin Marcus. I can't believe we spent 15 minutes on that. But it's fascinating to me. I do have a problem with them making a big deal about the effemination of men. In our country, it's always a big deal when you see men wearing dresses and skirts and stuff like that, but they don't make quite as big a deal when Chaz Bono wanted to be a man. We saw it on the news, but it wasn't like this is. So we got to be mindful of that and wonder whenever we see questions, we need to be more, answers. We need to be more, looking for what the question is. Why are they doing this? What's the question here? Because the answer is he's a transitioning person. But what's the question? Why are we showing all of this? That's something that I think we need to be mindful of. Ain't no how Steppin Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy and that radio. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll kind of have a little bit of a conversation about police brutality. I've got some interesting numbers that I'm going to share with you with regards to the police-involved killings of civilians here in America this year. And I'm going to lead off. I got this story from our sister, Big Bro Joe's younger sister, Sister Kim, gave me this story and asked that we talked about it. It's about the woman in California, the pregnant woman that was wrestled to the ground by the police. And the reason that she was wrestled to the ground by the police will surprise and potentially shock you. So I'm going to play this clip during our break, and we're going to come back after about 5 minutes or so of the clip, and we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to talk about other stuff. So I'm not going to play the music like I normally do. The break is going to be this clip here. And in case you're curious about what's going on, just listen to it. Hopefully it'll flesh it out for you. If not, we'll explain it on the other side. Big Bro Joe, Big Rube Marcus J. Steppin Marcus J. Take a listen to this clip. We'll be back in a few minutes.